Alright, so today I'm going to be addressing chakras and chakras macros. If you're already well versed with them and kind of just want the macros and get to the point, there's a link in the info below which will direct you to my macros. So there you go. And if you want a better understanding of chakras and how my macros work, then continue watching. So to begin with, what is a chakra? A chakra works as a buff or an aura. It lasts until canceled or until you swap to another chakra. There are 3 chakras: Chakra Chastise, Serenity, and Sanctuary. Each has a 5-second cooldown. So if you go into Chakra Chastise, you have to wait 5 seconds before you're able to go into Chakra Serenity. Now, Chakra Chastise, what it does is it increases holy and shadow damage by 50%. It reduces the mana cost of Holy Fire and Smite by 90%, and it also gives you a 10% chance to reset the cooldown on Holy Word Chastise when using Smite. Holy Word Chastise is a 30-second cooldown ability which disorients the target for 3 seconds. However, it does do damage, so if you overlap something that breaks on damage, you will break it. So if somebody polymorphs and then you, a slight second afterwards, use Chastise because the poly didn't register, they didn't call it out, whatever, you will break the polymorph. Same with traps, same with saps. Same with anything that breaks on damage, so keep that in mind. Now the cool thing about Holy Word Chastise is you don't need to be in a chakra to use it. And that's really, really big, because that means if you have to be in Chakra Serenity to heal, let's say, you don't need to wait 5 seconds to go back into Chakra Chastise to use the Chastise ability. You can just cancel the aura, cancel the chakra, and use Chastise. Now, excuse me, then there's Chakra Sanctuary. This is for AoE heals. What it does is increases AoE heals by increases their efficiency, or increases their healing done by AoE heals by 25%, and it also reduces the cooldown of Circle of Healing by 2 seconds, and it gives you the Sanctuary ability. Each chakra gives you an ability. I hope you guys can hear me, because this would be awkward if you couldn't. Each chakra gives you an ability, and the Sanctuary ability is a 40-second cooldown, and it lasts for 30 seconds and heals in the area for 2 seconds every 30 seconds. It's not used that often. I don't use it that often, but you might want to get other priests' preferences on that. And then the Chakra Serenity. Chakra Serenity affects all direct heals. It increases the single target healing by 25%, just like Chakra Sanctuary increases AoE heals by 25%, Chakra Serenity increases target healing by 25%, and it also all direct healing also refreshes Renew, which is huge because it saves you a global cooldown. That's big. Now, Chakra Serenity, what it does is it gives you also a spell called Serenity. It kind of works like Druid's Swift Mend or a Disc Priest's Penance. It's a 15-second cooldown, and it does a big heal. With all of these abilities, there's something to keep in mind, because Chakra Sanctuary, it's good to have, I'm going to go through the macros in a second. It's good to have a Chakra Sanctuary macro for Palm, Prayer of Mending, because it does affect it. However, you have to be careful when you use it, because you always want to palm before using Serenity, because when you use palm, you get a buff called Holy Spark, and what Holy Spark does is it increases your next flash heal, greater heal, or Serenity by 50%, and it's a buff. So when you use palm, it puts the Holy Spark buff, and the buff lasts for 10 seconds. Now, usually when your partners are taking insane damage, that's when you want to palm Serenity. Unfortunately, if you're in the Sanctuary chakra, you cannot palm and then instantly Serenity. You have to wait 5 seconds. So a lot of people put palm in the same chakra as serenity. They put palm in the serenity chakra. I still think it's important to have palm, to have another ability where palm is in sanctuary macro when things aren't as fast paced. Maybe at the start of the game, use a palm sanctuary because you're not going to need a serenity instantly, and then you can swap. So, yeah. Now, here's how the macros work. They're very, very simple. All you have to do is slash cast chakra, those two dots, I don't know what they're called, sanctuary, enter, slash cast prayer of mending or divine hymn, and then you repeat this for each ability that each chakra affects. So for example, Chakra Serenity, what you would do is slash cast chakra, those two dots, serenity, enter, slash cast serenity, and then you make it, you just copy and paste that into a new macro, and then erase serenity and put flash heal, and then erase flash heal and put greater heal. Make a new macro and make it greater heal. So you get what I'm saying? So then you do that with also Chakra Chastise. You make a new macro, you put slash cast chakra, those two dots, chastise, enter, slash cast holy fire. Then you make a new another macro, and you just slash cast chakra, those two dots, chastise, enter, slash cast smite. And that's all you need to do. And if you want to show the spells, I like to show my spells, which spell is which on the bind, so I don't get confused. At the very top, you put the pound key hashtag show tooltip, one word, as shown here, and the spell you want it to show. So hashtag show tooltip space holy fire, and it'll show holy fire in the ability. The only one that will not show when you're in a chakra is the chastise, and the chastise one is cancel aura chakra serenity, and cancel aura chakra sanctuary. And when you, and then enter slash cast chastise. You want to, the only thing is when you're in serenity or sanctuary, the chastise is hidden, which kind of stinks because you can't see the cooldown. So you have to monitor it either with maybe another macro with a stopwatch. I don't use a stopwatch. I just kind of cancel the macro, the aura, and then just go back into it when I need to. And so, what was it? Oh yeah, so the importance of these macros. Now, maybe you're thinking like I thought, well, why not just have Chakra Sanctuary, Chakra Chastise, and Chakra did I say all three? Okay, anyways, why not just have all three chakras bind to each different key? So when I need to Chakra Chastise for Holy Fire spam or Smite spam, I just go Chakra Chastise, use my bind for that, and then I use Holy Fire and Smite. Or why? And then when I want to heal with Flash Heal, I'll just use my Chakra bind for Serenity, and then go into Flash Heal. Well, the reason you don't want to do that, or it's not as efficient, is because then you're using two binds for one spell, and it kind of slows you down. You have to think about it. Oh, I need to use this bind before using this ability. Now I need to use this bind for using this ability. And a lot of times you might forget or slip up because it's really fast-paced. Arena's really fast-paced. And it just requires more brain effort, brain power to do that, which means you're taking away from other aspects you could be concentrating on. And let's say you do forget to, when you're trying to smite, to put yourself in Chakra Chastise, you're losing 50% damage. Now what these macros do is, you don't ever have to worry about, without actually going into each individual chakra and then using the ability. You just spam whatever bind you're using, and it'll instantly put you in the correct chakra, because chakras are off the global cooldown. So it'll instantly put you in the chakra, and then you can use the spell. Voila. And that's why it's so big, because it saves you time and energy, and you don't have to think about it. It also saves you binds, and it's so big on the fact that you'll never forget it, and the fact that you don't have to think about it. You can just use your spell and know this spell is definitely going into this chakra. I never have to think about that. Also, I would recommend every single spell that is affected by each of the chakra to be macroed. Yes, I know that's a lot of macros, but it's the most efficient way to do it. So Renew, Serenity, Flash Heal, Greater Heal, all of those, Holy Fire, Smite, Palm, Divine Hymn, all need to be in their own macros in their proper chakras. So yeah, I hope this helped you out, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, or you can come by my stream and go ahead and ask me there. Farewell, guys.